from the Ukrainian president that Russian forces are trying to seize the Chernobyl nuclear plant, the site of the world's worst nuclear.
Do you fancy another go? Because once you've had fat, you never go back. You shut your mouth, you bastard!
We saw a flagrant violation of international law in attempting to unilaterally create two new so-called republics on sovereign Ukrainian territory.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us?
Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secure Team, and man, that Ronald Reagan clip gets me every single time, and I think it's quite fitting for what's happening in Europe right now that just occurred last night. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then your internet's probably out, and it's been out for quite a lot of people today. Something's going on, man. It started, but you know what? I wanted to post a video to keep you guys entertained with some very interesting UFO footage here, and well, let's go ahead and get to it. Now, if you didn't see my last video, which for some reason YouTube didn't shout out as much as my previous videos, and you want to see some amazing TR-3B triangle-shaped UFO footage, go and check that out. I will put the link to it at the end of this video. And speaking of triangular UFOs, it's like we're seeing these more than any of the other shaped UFOs out there, almost, I would say. And there is a new piece of UFO footage that is being picked up everywhere that some are calling some of the clearest, steadiest UFO footage that they've seen in a long time. And we're going to get to that, but I want to show you something else that is very interesting as well, and that has been seen more than once and on almost opposite sides of the planet. So first, here is a clip that was recently uploaded by a man in Moscow. How fitting is that for today? But he's filming the skyline, the city, the sort of smog and haze there, and he notices in the middle of this misty, I think it's an early morning haze, besides the sun, he noticed what looks like either a glowing, perfect triangular shaped structure up in the sky, or an actual hole, if you will, although I highly doubt it would hold its position as long as it does. So check this out from Moscow.
Вот такое вот утром наблюдаю интересное зрелище. Вот этот вот треугольничек. Не пойму, что такое. Ну, не знаю, что такое. Висит в воздухе, а понять не могу, что такое. Но это не облака точно. Вот солнышко, время 6 утра, 7 час. Вот, треугольничек такой в небе. Ребят, но это не 100%, это не облако. Потому что вот если вы видите, вот облачко над солнышком, и все, и так пасмурно, но облаков пока таких вот нет. Вот что это такое, я не знаю. Вот такая вот штука. Вот вышла я подышать свежим воздухом на балкон. Теперь буду думать весь день, что такое. Птички летают. Треугольник висит. Всех с добрым.
Alright, so I'm going to show you some different filters here. We're going to up the contrast and the brightness to bring this thing out. And so this UFO triangle, as they called it, was shot by someone named Tatiana Akharova in the Moscow region at around 6:03 a.m. The unidentified flying object was to the videographer a huge object, and that looks positively almost identical to a similar object captured at right around the same time span over El Paso, Texas. But we'll get to that in a minute. But just look at this. We showed you the green filtered version. Now you are seeing the inverted version. So the screen has been inverted. Everything that's white is now dark, and everything that was dark is white, and it really brings out this mystery triangle. We can see the sun rising in the background. We can see some birds flying by here and there. And then we have this total anomaly sitting up in the sky. It doesn't change direction at all for as long as the video was recorded, and I just wish we had more footage of it. And yeah, it holds its shape. She is shaking the camera around. We see a bird fly by, which is in white because in the original footage the bird is black, but this mystery object, very eerie, shows up very bright, very white in the sky. And so, as I said, this was linked to an El Paso, Texas UFO sighting of what many of you will see looks almost identical. So here is that UFO footage from Texas, which was captured, by the way, as a man was driving to work.
That is weird.
And just look at that. Is that not amazing? What looks to be the same object in El Paso, Texas, and then in Moscow, Russia. And here's a little side-by-side comparison here. And this is just amazing to me. You know, if legit, and I don't see anything that tells me it's not legit, and if this isn't ruled out to be some sort of strange weather phenomenon, you know, because I mean, I've never seen a perfect triangle sitting in the sky, almost cutting a hole in the clouds, glowing as bright as the sun. But man, this is some amazing footage. So tell me what you guys think down below. And have you seen anything like this before? If you have, post it in the comments, or if you have footage, upload it to YouTube and then email me the download link via my email address for UFO footage submissions, which is all down in the video description. So now on to this pretty big UFO footage capture that is hitting a lot of national and international news outlets. It's been sent to me by viewers for days now, and I've had it, but I've been super busy, so I'm just able to get the video up today. So I knew it when it first hit the web, and there's a lot of different links to it. It was covered by the New York Post, which picked it up by someone else, with the title of most of the articles and reports being "Mysterious Bulging Triangle UFO Filmed over a City for 2 hours." Now, this is said to have been seen or filmed above Islamabad, Pakistan. It's actually the capital of Pakistan. The article read that, quote, "To the naked eye, it seemed like a black, round rock, but as I zoomed in, I could see that it was roughly the shape of a triangle with a slight bulge in the middle." The gentleman who recorded this, and I'll put the link to his video down below, he recorded it for 13 minutes, but he said that this object sat there static in the sky for around 2 hours straight. So here is a more condensed clip of that footage, and man, he had to have an eagle eye to see this thing, because zoomed all the way out, you wouldn't know it's there. Check this out.
I think it's moving. Yep, definitely moving. Moved a little, for sure. Okay, and this is that other clip, and here we can zoom 9x. This is what iPhone's maximum zoom is. I don't think that thing is moving. It's either the clouds or my hand. That thing has been there for the... You see, there we go. This thing has been here for the past 1 hour, as I have said before. It's just here, just hanging out. See, everything is clear, nothing, and boom, there you go. There it is. Still, it's not moving. It's just my camera that's moving, my hand that is moving. I'm gonna try to be still as I can possibly be.
All right, so reading from one of the news reports on this, a UFO hunter has captured footage of a mysterious object in the skies over Pakistan. A man named Arslan Warwick says he spotted the UFO over Islamabad while landing his drone. The enthusiast managed to capture 13 minutes of footage that has set the internet abuzz. He spent 2 hours observing the, quote, bulging triangle UFO as it hovered over the city's posh DH1 district. The 33-year-old businessman, who is formerly from Birmingham, filmed the UFO from several angles. He said, quote, I filmed it for over 12 minutes at different times, took dozens of photos, and observed it for the best part of 2 hours, and I still don't know what it was. To the naked eye, it seemed like a black round rock, but as I zoomed in, I could see it was roughly the shape of a triangle with a clear bulge on top towards the back. The video has racked up thousands of views on YouTube, where it sparked a spirited discussion about aliens and UFOs, which is what we love here on Secure Team. The man who captured it said that the object was not a drone or a bird, and as you are all seeing the footage replaying here, and the still close-up images of the object, there are no blinking lights or anything that would signify that this is a commercial aircraft, a drone. The thing sits in the same exact spot, does not move anywhere for 2 hours, and that is a legit UFO there. I've heard about these before, where these things, and I've shown it on the channel, you know you've got something truly mysterious when it just sits there. It has no defining characteristics, no lights, no colors, no nothing. And after hours upon hours, they just vanish and disappear. And so, a lot of kudos to this guy for capturing this UFO. I believe that the reason why we are not able to capture the quality of UFO photos and videos like we were back in the 50s and 60s is because obviously we're being watched, and it would make sense for an intelligence millions of years ahead of us to notice our technological progression and modify the force field or whatever you want to call it that's around their ship to somewhat distort their vehicle, so it's harder for our cameras to see them or pick them up no matter how clear they are. And besides them distorting themselves, I have also reported here on Secure Team, I believe back in 2017, and I actually have done 2 or 3 different videos on this phenomenon, but I did a video that you can go and watch. I'll put the link down below. But sometimes these UFOs will not even let you get a shot of them, and the moment that you do or attempt to, they will almost zap your camera, shutting it down or causing interference to the point that that afterward the video is totally ruined. I've had emails from viewers saying that they had a phone or camera with a full battery that suddenly drains down to 0 and shuts off, and in that video a man was recording or attempting to record a UFO in space using a telescopic night vision camera, and the moment he locked onto this thing, it was obvious that this had to be some sort of off-world craft that had basically zapped this guy's video recorder that he luckily still had the footage too. And here is a clip from that video I did back in 2017. So if you want to check out that video, I'll put it down in the video description. It makes total sense. So tell me what you think about this amazing stuff. UFO sat in the sky 2 hours, yet another so-called triangular shape. A lot of triangles lately. And by the way, I just want to thank all of you guys who purchased the limited edition Secure Team keychains. You guys are maniacs. They sold out in about a half an hour of my last video being posted. So I'm going to have to do another merch drop in the next couple of months. I have mine hanging right here on my computer tower. It's my good luck charm, and I just want to thank you all for your support from buying merch. Just got a couple of pics from a father and a daughter who were actually in Japan, and they took a picture wearing each of their own TR3B Triangle UFO Edition tees, among many other items, on SecureTeamTees.com. Really appreciate it, and it's just awesome seeing the team being repped in Japan. We are literally everywhere. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope this brightened your day a little bit with some of the world events that are currently happening. Please leave a comment, like this video, and share it so that my stuff will get out to more and more people. And as always, stay tuned. Have a great rest of your night, guys, and I will see you all back in just a bit. Stay safe, everyone.